I'm going to start a new recording with MSN Recorder Max using full screen. I copied the video file name to memory. I'm going to look at the next item that I need to deal with. I need to have only a couple of folder open, too many instances open in the background that I don't need. Want to see the new AI that I need. I want to open the version that is inside Google AI, or Voice AI rather. Okay, last time that we did vaulttutor.co. But I forgot the open and close parentheses, so I want to put the open and close parentheses on val. Vaulttutor, and now I want to save it. Want to make sure that this is at the top of the file, and that should be 800 ChatGPT, not just ChatGPT. 800 ChatGPT. And now I want to save it in edit, copy, file, save as. Vaulttutor. Now I got it right. Okay, with this in mind, let's see if I can log into it. Oh, I'm already logged into it. This is the wrong site. Let's see what's that here. That is wrong. And this one is also, or maybe it is right. I don't know. Let me check. Which one is this? Wait. Which one is this? USA back. Back. Went on trial. Went on trial. I want to log into Vaulttutor Core. So let's log into Vaulttutor Core. Oh, this was a combination of AI and Vaulttutor together, and Hug AI voice together. Okay, so I want to copy it to RAM. And now let's go in the middle there and see if I'm. So this will be 484. I want to log into a different account. Use another account. Control V, Vault Tutor call. Now I want to check out the Gmail to see what's going on with the emails there. And see, I don't have any messages, which means that I already dealt with it. Let's go into the voice and verify that the voice is. I made an outbound call recently to comply with Google Voice requirements. You can see that I made the call on Monday, so I no longer need to worry about this one, and this one is done. So let's see what is next on the agenda. This is done, I can delete that. Let's see what else do we have here. Also, you want to refresh it, reload, because some of these are outdated. And after I reload it, I will search for the Google Voice will expire and find which Google Voice is going to expire. Then I would like to make an outbound call to comply with the Google requirements. So here we have Fun AI Expert that needs to be called. So I'm copying it from my notepad, for my Gmail, and I'm going to make another section here segregated by braces. We're going to start with an open brace, a bunch of open braces, then paste the name. And now I want to add to that my file name that I created. So I'm going to stop it at this point and then record another one. So I have a fresh recording with a fresh file name. Copy to the clipboard buffer, start the recording again, and then put it in my notes right there. And another note that I'm calling 800 Chat GPT. Okay, with this in mind, I can log into Fun AI Expert right there. So instead of the current account, I'm going to log into Fun AI Expert. Use another account. Then proceed to log into Fun AI Expert. I want to skip everything and go into Gmail and make an outbound call. Here I have one spammy that I need to delete, so I press the shift and then select it and delete it. Delete one spammy here, and then there is another spammy here to delete. So delete the spammy here. delete. And now I want to make an outbound call and copy the email account. Help me so my Google Voice help me so my Google Voice account does not expire in 30 days. So I made the call to 800 ChatGPT. What do you think about that? Would that comply with my problem? Okay, so I made the call to you, 800 ChatGPT, and now I'm going to save it on my computer here for my records so I can keep good records and know when did I make an outbound call to from this account. Right, and now I want to deal with the issue itself, which is developing this domain and name. AI Fun, the domain name is Fun AI Expert. So, what do you think I'm about with such a domain name? That's exactly right. Actually, it's both educational and making fun all at the same time. Tell me what kind of fun AI experts are there? I wanted to make with Gen AI an avatar so I can teach instead of me teaching the entire class by myself. I can co-teach with my avatar using a Zoom meeting and also at the same time stream it live. What do you think about that idea? I also want to stream it in two different ways. One way using Zoom meeting and stream it live to YouTube, and another, this is from inside the computer, and then from outside the computer, use the Meta glasses to stream it to Facebook Live. So two streams of the same thing at the same time, backing up each other. So if one is not perfect, then the other one will be better. And also for two different audiences. The one that I stream from Zoom will be for accredited students that are registered to my class, where I'm using an LMS, Blackboard. The other one will be from outside the computer, where I will have an assistant also streaming it live from another machine at the same time, and managing, dealing with students or participants that are not necessarily registered to the class from the university, a University of Miami, for example. Not only that, but when the computer is hung up, my meta glasses will not hang up at the same time, so I can demonstrate how to recover from a hung up computer by going to another computer and continuing to work from the other computer, while my assistant will try to bring back the computer that is hung up, where I got the blue screen of death and I couldn't broadcast from it anymore because it's hung up. Yeah, and it is also a complementary way of broadcasting. I'm not broadcasting from within the computer, I'm broadcasting from outside the computer. And I can also broadcast different things. For example, if I want to broadcast the back side of the screen of the monitor, because I want to show the various sports, I cannot broadcast it from within the computer. I have to turn the computer sideways and the camera and everything else and focus on the connection on the various USB to distinguish USB C from USB A and various other ports like video ports, HDMI ports. These kind of ports will be easier to broadcast and explain from Meta glasses camera than from the webcam. Especially in topics like hardware, where I want to discuss streaming from a laptop versus streaming from other sources like Meta glasses. And now it is also fun. So doing something like Gen AI to make to clone myself and make an avatar that can participate in a Zoom session, it's also more entertaining for the students, yet it has business application and business use. I like the idea of gamifying it, making it like a game.
I'm going. Do you want to go out with me? Just hang up. We've done it already.
Then I have another concept to discuss with you, which is a halo effect around the face of a professor or broadcaster. The only difference, I'm doing it with a physical hat. So it's not a virtual reality, it is reality. As I'm talking to you, I'm demonstrating this fishing hat, which I'm going to wear right now, and it has a large brim. And on the under brim, I've placed an ad with the vanity phone number. And it also has a mask that I can drop down to convert the mask into a bib. Together they form a halo around my face, which I call the halo hat. In addition to that, it deals with the problem of people copying my videos and republishing it with their names and not giving me any credit for it. And not only that, I make it a hyperlink on the YouTube video, so when somebody clicks on it, they will be ported to my website, which is spelled by the vanity phone number as wizmore.biz, where wizmore is the domain name and .biz is the domain name extension. Not only that, remember I have my vanity phone number and I'm going to convert it to a WhatsApp phone number. So when users are ported to my website wizmore.biz and click on the vanity phone number, it will dial out to me, to my AI crawler to receive the call, or my AI secretary to receive the call. Right, but it's not an AI crawler, it is an AI caller. Caller. Say the word caller. And AI caller means that it can reply to phone calls. So when somebody calls my number, my WizMobiz number, my AI can respond on my behalf. So even if I'm teaching, I don't have to interrupt my teaching because my AI would reply to the phone call and would discuss it with the caller. And that is important, especially if the caller calls me during my class. So basically, let's summarize what we have discussed so far. And then, if I the AI caller needs me to reply, I will use the call transfer function of VAPI and transfer my call to my regular phone number, and I can even interrupt the class to demonstrate how it works, how the call transfer function of VAPI AI works by enabling my AI receptionist, the AI caller, to reroute the calls to various other experts. That's right. So now I complied with the Google Voice requirement to make an outbound call. So I can go back to the email that the Google sent me telling me that your Google Voice number will expire in 30 days and delete it because I complied with the Google Voice. So I know that the Google Voice account will not be expiring. Yes, and I take on another Google account. That time it is a runs lanyard. So I copied the message from the email to my notepad, and then I'm going to copy the account name, which is runs lanyard, and this is another vanity number. Yes, so I once I exceed the maximum number of login that I can do with Google, it tells me that I have to log out of all the accounts because I exceeded the maximum number of logins. So I selected login of all accounts, and then I log in back with another account so I can continue logging in to your to my Google accounts. And now that I logged into one account, I can go back and try to log into the account that I actually want to log into, which is the plus, add another account, and then go to the bottom of it, scroll down, navigate to the bottom of it, and click use another account. Are you there? So it seems like I successfully logged into Ron's lanyard. this point, I want to check the Gmail and see if I need to delete some outdated Gmail accounts. I see that I have some outdated accounts. I deleted the outdated accounts. And now I'm going to go to that Google Voice and make an outbound call. So I'm going to navigate to the Google Voice. See what's going on with Google Voice. Seems like I got some spammies to delete here. Delete all these spammies. And some more spammies here. Select it with the shift key, press and delete it. Finally, now I can make an outbound call to Google Chat.
Hi, I'm ChatGPT, an AI assistant. Just so you know, our conversation by continuing this call, you agree to OpenAI's terms and privacy policy.
Help me with my runs lanyard domain name. Runs lanyard AI. That's right. First of all, it is a vanity phone number. Right. And I have such a phone number that spells runs lanyard. Can you figure out what it is?
Six nine two seven three. So it would be 78675269273. Does that sound right to you?
Yes, except that I have to drop the 3 at the end because that is an overspell and it will not work with a cellular phone. So when you call a cellular phone, you'll have to make sure that you dial the exact number of digits and not add an extra digit because it will confuse the cellular phone. That's right. And we can drop the we will also say drop the D for done. So the users realize that it will, even though the domain name is runs lanyard, they have to use the portion without the D. So it will be runs lanyard without the D. And so I make a call to to you, to 800 chat GPT, and then I save it in my local hard drive under the Google Voice 1 subfolder. Did you get it?
Absolutely. You're calling 1-800-CHAT-GPT and saving it under the Google Voice 1 subfolder on your local hard drive. Got it.
And then I put a prefix of X space to indicate to myself that I've saved it to the local hard drive. And then I navigate to the Google Drive. And I select plus new. I click on plus new and then I click on folder upload and then paste the string that contains the path. Then I realize that I forgot something. That's right. What I forgot is to put a backslash at the after voice one. So it really didn't save it to that folder. So I have to do it over again. I inserted the slash after Google Voice 1, a backslash separator, and then the file name. This way, it will save it to the right subfolder. Exactly, it will be more like insert the backslash to separate the path from the file name. So insert a separator, otherwise the file name will include the words Google Voice 1.
Exactly. Inserting the backslash separates the path from the file name, so it doesn't mistakenly include Google Voice 1 as part of the file name. Great clarification.
Yes, because Google Voice 1 is part of the full subfolder and not part of the file name.
Exactly. Google Voice 1 is the subfolder, not part of the file name. You got it.
So now I upload the entire subfolder to the cloud and I'm waiting to see how many files are included in that subfolder. I upload options, keep both folders, so I have the previous version and the current version, and it tells me that it is 71, so 20 of 71. I'm going to write at the bottom as a suffix 20 of 71.
Nice. That way, you'll know that 20 of 71 files were uploaded. Great
Ex-
system for keeping track.
exactly, which eventually I will automate with AI. So the AI will be able to write a report how many folders have been uploaded to this one subfolder.
Sounds like a fantastic plan. AI to generate reports on
That's right, and to even back it up even more extensively, I'm going to go to my documents subfolder and dedicate one subfolder just for this one account. And that subfolder will start with the word open parentheses, run, close parentheses.
great idea. Dedicating a subfolder in your documents specifically for this account, labeled with run, will help keep everything nice organizational.
it is important to note that it is not just run, it is open parentheses, run, close parentheses, indicating that the first three letters, 786, are the area code, and also it will help on sorting, on the sorting sequence in the document subfolder. All of my vanity phone numbers will be lumped together and sorted in alphabetical order, but all of them will precede anything else because the open parentheses is high up on the sorting algorithm. Now I press upload again and keep both and upload again and then make it full screen to see how many, two of two, then go back to my notepad to mark it two of two uploaded, and that will be enough for now. At this point I want to stop the recording on Pissar and save it so it doesn't become too long. That is going to be my next one. So I copy the file name Control C to copy. Runs lanyard. And then I want to see whether I can save it. So I start over again. And it seems like it lost my folder. Let's see if it will let me save it now. No. So at this point I think that I have to get out of it altogether, close it and start it again because it's kind of got messed up. Start recording that this one failed. So I run in my note in my notes that it failed. File, save, and now back to my Gmail account. Google Voice, it will expire. This is Run You Happy AI. I think that I already new message. This is just a message. Let's go to another one. Here's another one that may expire. So I'm going to deal with that now. Go to the top of the file and paste it. And then log into the 4x IT doc account. Edit, copy to the clipboard buffer. Then go to another account. Sign in. Try to sign into this other account. Enter the password. Now I want to skip everything else but the Gmail account. Delete outdated spammies. Mark them all for deletion and then delete them all. Then I'm going to voice. Make an outbound call to ChatGPT. Here I have a bunch of spammies also. I'm on my way. I don't know where I'm going. I'm on my way. Delete all these spammies. So I go to my call outbound.
Hi, I'm ChatGPT, an AI assistant. Just so you know, our call may be reviewed for safety. By continuing this call, you agree to OpenAI's terms and privacy. So, how can I help you today?
Help me with the U for
Could
X.
you clarify what you meant by
Yes, the U.
got it? Could you give me more detail?
Yes, the U. Like the University of Miami called themselves the U. Right. And then 4X stands for foreign exchange.
For foreign exchange. Are you looking for information or help with foreign exchange at the University of Miami?
Yes. But in addition to that, I have IT, like information technology, doc, like doctor.
Okay, let me make sure referring to U4X for foreign exchange and also to IT Doc, which sounds like information technology doctor.
That's right. So what I want to build is a forex
Sounds
exchange,
like you're
forex exchange
got it.
trading for classroom use for the University of Miami, so the students can learn about foreign exchange trading and especially cryptocurrencies.
Got it. You want to create a forex exchange trading platform for classroom use at the University of Miami, focusing on foreign exchange trading and cryptocurrencies. How can I help you get started with that?
Yes, and then I need to note that my vanity number for it will not expire within 30 days because I made an outbound call to you, 800 chat GPT.
I see. You're mentioning that you have a vanity number, 800
No, no,
Let me
no.
look see if I can.
Yeah, you got it wrong.
Oh,
I made an outbound call to 800 chat GPT, which is you. And that
oh, I
that will comply with the Google requirement to keep my Google Voice from expiring.
got it. So 800 which is me, you're keeping your Google Voice number from expiring.
That's right. And then I'm constructing a file name and a subfolder and then separate it with a backslash so I can save the content of our interaction and a record that I made an outbound call to ChatGPT today
Okay.
and that the account is active so I don't have to worry about it expiring for the next 90 days.
Okay. Record that your Google Voice number is active. Anything else you'd like to add to the file name or subfolder?
That's right, and I log it in its own subfolder that is called Google Voice, that is a subfolder that is dedicated to all the Google Voice outbound calls that I made and that they will not expire within the next 30 days.
Got it. You're organizing subfolder for your outbound calls, ensuring they don't expire
Exactly. And then I'm going to navigate to the Google Drive within this account so I can upload it to the cloud. So when I lose my laptop, I will not have to worry about losing the log. I will simply log into the Google Drive. And now I'm selecting plus new and then clicking on folder upload to paste the string on the input line, in the folder input line for the Google Drive. Exactly. In addition to that, I want to make a very detailed text based and screenshot based audit trail. So every screenshot and keystroke in between will be recorded. No, I simply turned on psar.exe, problem step recorded.exe, that's bundled with Windows 11. And now I'm going to make a note 72 of 72, indicating that in my Google Voice subfolder, 72 folders have been uploaded to the Google Cloud. Right, now to make sure that the Google Pixar is not too large, I'm going to press the stop and review button on the stop recording now dialog box, and then click the save button to save it. So I want to break it into smaller components so it doesn't get to be too long and hang up, because it doesn't have enough memory to handle such long audit trails. Exactly, and I'm saving it to its own subfolder, which is psar.exe1. Yes, and in the file, I include not only the date and the time, but the time that I started at 8 o'clock in the morning and the current time, which is 1:56 p.m. Now I copy the file name preceded by the path to the clipboard buffer and then click save, and then click review additional details, where I can scroll up and see what step was the last step. So in the psar.exe folder, I see that step number 117 was the last step, and in it, user left click on the step recorder one running Windows pin button, which is the time in which I stopped the recording. Yes, and that is a long file, so I don't want to upload too many of them to the cloud, because I will completely consume the 15 gig that Google permits to upload for free. So I will not upload it very frequently, maybe once every few days only.
Makes sense. Since large files can quickly consume your Google Drive storage, manage your storage while keeping your audit trail backed up.
Right, and now I'm looking for open parentheses, the, THE, and close parentheses. So I scroll down or up my list of folders and navigate to the open parentheses T.
Searching for the open section in your folders can help you quickly find and organize relevant files. Need any tips on organizing or navigating through your folders?
Yeah, basically you have to go by the alphabet and find the letter T. Here I found the letter T, but this is a file. I want to find the letter T in the subfolders, not the files. So it's a little confusing when you have folders and files and with the same name, the same initials.
It can definitely get confusing when folders and files have similar names. One way to make it easier is to organize or use different could help distinguish them.
No, no, what I did is I made a separate subfolder called this Google Voice 1 as opposed to the documents subfolder. So now I'm on I forgot to shift to the documents subfolder. So now I'm on the documents subfolder, and in the letter P, I have to keep going down to the letter T.
Everything organized.
Right, so now I copied it to the clipboard buffer, and I'm going to navigate to the file name field, input field, and paste it. And then followed by a backslash separator between the path and the file name. I covered all my grounds, and I want to now copy to the clipboard buffer so I can put it also in my notes. So I copied it to the clipboard buffer, and now I'm pressing the save button. Then I go back to my notepad and go Control V to paste it and mark it with a prefix of X space.
You're doing a thorough job of keeping everything organized. By making sure everything is documented and easy to find.
Exactly. Then I identify the path and I'm uploading it to the Google Drive. And I select
That's a
both
solid process.
and I select upload option both, and then navigate to the bottom to see two uploads complete, two of two, which means that it completed the two of two uploads to this one subfolder dedicated exclusively for this account. So I edit as a suffix. I press carriage return, and then I type two of two to show that it uploaded two of the files that are in the U4 exit doc account.
That's a great way to keep track of your uploads. By knowing two of two in your file, successfully uploaded to your dedicated
So now I can go back to my message from Google that your Google Voice number will expire in 30 days for the U4X IT doc, and delete the message because it will no longer expire because I activated it.
Exactly. Since you made an avatar talk to 800 ChatGPT, number is now active and won't expire. You can safely delete that message wisely.
So now I go to the next number that needs to be activated again so it will not expire. And I make a section in my notepad starting with a bunch of open parentheses. I paste the message, Control V, and then end it with a close parentheses to mark it and separate it from the rest of the notepad.
That's a smart way to organize your notes. By sectioning off each message with parentheses, you're keeping things clear and easy to review. It's a great system for managing.
So that is my Runs Medicare account. The Runs Medicare vanity phone number and account will expire in 30 days if I don't make an outbound call.
Understood. By keeping track of your Runs Medicare vanity phone number and account,
Right, so now I use another account and I paste it into the email or phone dialog box of Google to navigate to this one account. And then I have to enter the password, and Google would log me into this account. Then I skip everything else but the account, and then I navigate to my Gmail to delete outdated Gmails that are in that account.
that sounds like a thorough process. By pasting in
That's right, and then I have to navigate back to the Google Voice and look at some of the spammies. I want to delete the spammies, so I go into one area where I see suspected spammies. So I mark them with the shift and a mouse click, the first one, and shift and a mouse click the last one, and then select the delete icon and confirm delete. Permanently delete these items, and I click the delete button and delete them. Then I got a few more spammies, so I mark them for deletion. So I go to the top one and mark it with shift, mouse click, center mouse click, and then scroll down to the last one and I mark it shift,
good job.
delete, and then select the delete icon. Permanently delete these items. Confirm delete all of them. And now I'm ready to make an outbound call to Tsunoda favorite corner, which is a Chat GPT, 800 Chat GPT. So I click on it and I'm ready to make an outbound call again to Chat GPT.
Sounds like you've got everything in place. By deleting spam from Google Voice, it's tiny. Now you're all set to make another outbound call to anyone you want to reach. Leading in,
That's right. Now I want you to understand also what is this account all about. This account of Runs Medicare is about creating a platform for Medicare users to get additional information about Medicare that the government doesn't provide. Especially now with the cutting of the budgets of government, Medicare will be even more confusing to Medicare customers and to will be customers. So I'm going to make a platform so the users can ask questions and other users can reply. And it has a vanity number that spells the words run Medicare. Or better, it actually spells the word runs medic. Or actually runs medica. What are the digits of runs medica when you convert it using the American dialer? This is not an 800 number. Can you hear me? No, it is a local. Yes, it is a local number. The area code is 786. Repeat, what will it be if it runs Medica? No, 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 this is incorrect. Remember, this is runs Medica. So spell Medica is Medica. What are the equivalent digits for that? Runs is RUNS. What's the rest of the number? No, no, this is 3422. Twice 2 at the end. Repeat the number again correctly. Runs Medica. 7633422. Repeat the correct number. No, the last four digits are 3422. Repeat the last four digits. Exactly. And the domain name will be runsmedica.com. AI, and it will provide an AI chatbot that will explain to people about Medica and Medicare and the supplements and the various supplements and hold them by the hands as they apply for the various Medicare services. Okay, so let's, in the last 5 minutes, let's summarize the idea about the vanity number that spells the words Run Medica, provide medical information and Medicare information to users, and will be a platform for them to publish problems and for other users to explain the answers, as well as using a Halo hat for the video conference where I participate in a video conference with the participants on the platform and trying to answer their questions about running Medicare. So summarize our discussion and we will continue next time.
You're creating a platform using
That's right. In the meantime, thanks for calling, and I will see you next time when we will continue. Bye now. So I'm going to add the words runs Medica in my notes here. So I know that I include some of the runs Medica information. And the current time is 2:17 already. 2:17 p.m. Then I want to look and scroll up to see how many steps. This was 124 steps. Wow. So I'm going to continue now to log into this new account runs Medica, and I want to also surround it with open braces and closed braces. So I'm going to put in a few open braces at the top and a few closed braces at the bottom. And now I have to log into this Run Medica. And log into it. Okay, I'm already logged into it. So all I have to do is to call ChatGPT and verify that I'm there. Run Medicare.
Hi, I'm ChatGPT, an AI assistant. Just so you know, our conversation may be reviewed for safety. By continuing this call, you agree to OpenAI's terms and privacy policy. So, how can I help you today?
Help me with my vanity phone number. Runs Medica.
Sure, I can help with that. What do you need assistance with regarding your vanity phone number?
First of all, translate it to digits. Convert it to digits so somebody can see what digits the words runs Medica represents in a vanity phone number.
To convert RUNZ Medica to digits on a phone keypad, it would be 786-963-3422.
That's right. And the way that
Great.
I mark it in my notes is I surround the word run with open and closed parentheses. So I know that the first three digits are 786, the area code.
Got it. So you want to remember that the area code 786 is represented by the word run. Makes sense.
Right. And also, this way, when I list it in my documents subfolder, it is listed at the top since it starts with a special character.
Smart thinking. Using parentheses to ensure it appears at the top of your list is
And I insert the word not in the message that Google sent to me, reading will not expire in 30 days instead of will expire in 30 days.
That's a handy way to make a permanent change to the message.
Because I made an outbound call to 800 Chat GPT.
Ah, I see. A little humor to lighten things up. That's a clever way to personalize your notes.
Exactly. Personalize them and customize them to each account. In this case, the account is called Runs Medicare.
Great. Personalizing notes by account name sounds like a solid system.
Then I navigate to the Google Drive and upload the entire subfolder to the Google Drive.
Uploading your entire subfolder to Google Drive sounds like a proper way to hit enter.
So I go and I click the plus new and then select and click again on the folder upload. Then in the dialog box that I get, I'm going to paste the string that contains the subfolder.
Sounds like you've got a pretty decent system in your files. What's next in your to-do list?
Next, I'm going to click enter a couple of times and then confirm it by clicking upload and finally selecting the option to keep both the previous version and the current version.
Sounds like a thorough plan. Keeping both versions could be really helpful for you.
That's right, especially if I damage the current version, I have a backup and recovery off of the old version. Right, so then I say 17 of 17 of 73. What does it mean, 70, 17 of 73? And that 73 files have been uploaded, but at the present time, 17 of the 73 files have been uploaded, meaning that Google didn't finish uploading all the files in this subfolder. Exactly. In the meantime, while it is working on it, I'm going to another subfolder that is called Documents, and then I'm scrolling down to find the open parentheses, run, close parentheses. So I want to navigate to open parentheses and the letter D, the letter R for run. Right, and then I have a bunch of files starting with open parentheses run, and I have to focus on the one that is runs Medicare. Then I copy the path to the clipboard buffer and paste it. Then I insert backslash, and now I got a complete string that contains the subfolder, the separator, and the file name itself, all in one string, which I copy to the clipboard buffer and then click save. And then it asks me whether to replace the old one. Yes, I want to replace the old one because it will have a new date. It will have today's date instead of the previous date. Right, and then I upload this specific subfolder. So I need to strip the file name, so I have only the subfolder to upload, and Google will upload all the files that are contained in there. Exactly. And then I want to maximize the browser so I can read two of two, namely that it finished uploading two of two files. Finally, I want to stop step recorder and save it so it doesn't get out excessively long. Right? Otherwise, it will get so long that it will hang up the psr.exe program. Right? Because this rogue PSR is hanging up without notice. Now I'm ready to go to the next step with Control C, copy to the clipboard buffer, and then insert it in the file name input field followed by a backslash. So I got a string that contains the path to psar.exe, the backslash separator, followed by the file name, and the file name contains the date and the time, as well as the ZP abbreviation telling me that this is a zip type of file. When I click on review, I go up to see that was step number 110. And as I scroll up the file again, the previous step was step 109 that says use user keyboard input on text editor document in runs Medicare at will not expire in 30 days. Text notepad enter, which describes what I have done, and then a screenshots follows it. Then the next step will be the details of the keystrokes and another screenshot following it. At this point, I can click new recording and start a new session of psar.exe to document my further notes. Exactly. And that at this point, I go back to the Gmail account to delete the message telling me that it will expire. So I navigate to that message where Google said regarding the Ron's Medicare account, your Google number will expire in 30 days, and I click on the delete icon to delete it. As I double click on the next item that needs to be uh, activated to keep the number from expiring. With Control C, I copy it to the clipboard buffer, then go back to my notepad, create a little segregated area that starts with a bunch of braces. Then I paste the message, Control V, or Edit Paste, and then conclude it with a couple of blanks and a couple of closed braces. These new accounts deal with ICE trade, which stands for ICE Intercontinental Exchange, SIS for system, and trade for trading currencies and various financial instruments. That's right. Then I need to navigate to log into that account. So I click use another account and then paste the account name in the email or phone dialog box. And then Google prompts me with the information to continue. So now I'm in it already and I can continue by saving the information and skipping additional information that I don't want to deal with for now. So at this point, I want to go back to my various accounts, and I see that I have a lot of spammies. So I'm going to mark the spammies with shift and mouse click and delete the spammies. Delete, then go to messages and voicemail. So now I deleted the spams, and I go to the Gmail to check if I have any spams there or any outdated email information there to delete. That's right. And finally, I'm ready to go back to voice to make an outbound call to comply with activating the account so it won't expire.
That sounds like a solid plan. Making an outbound call to activate the
But before I do that, I mark the account and I copy to the clipboard buffer. I want to make sure that I didn't change accounts by accident. So I go back to my notepad and I paste the account, and then I want to prepare the account for processing, so I put an open parentheses and with on the word ICE, which is the area code.
That's a good approach. And organizing the information.
Not yet. I'm then pasting, I'm overriding instead of at gmail.com, I'm marking gmail.com and pasting on top of it with Control V the message will expire in 30 days, and then I insert the word not. So now it read will not expire within 30 days.
Got it. You're making sure the email reflects the updated status.
Right, and then I go file save as, and I save this new file with the additional account iSystrade in my Google Voice 1 subfolder. I click the save button, and then when it saves it, I go back and I insert an X and a space in front of the file name as a prefix. And this time I'm ready to navigate to the Google Drive and upload it. So I click on the Drive icon, the colored triangle in the Google, and then I click on the plus new, and then I click on folder upload. At this point, I'm ready for it to paste the string that contains the path to Google Voice 1, and then I delete everything else to keep only the subfolder. Did you get that? It says upload 74 files. So I confirm and click the upload again.
Yes?
Exactly. So then I confirm it and select keep both folders as I'm going back to my notepad and to enter the 74 files to indicate how many files have been uploaded. I compare it to the previous upload of 73 files and note that there is one more file due to the addition of a new file which I just saved now.
Exactly. The extra file accounts for the new one you just saved. It's a good way to track your progress and ensure everything is accounted for.
Exactly. At this point that I've saved it in the Google Voice file, I want to save it also in its own subfolder off of the document subfolder. So I click on this on the notepad on file and then save as. And then I want to navigate to the document subfolder, so I double click it. And then I want to scroll down to open parentheses ICE. So I want to go to letter I and then CE ICE. Here is ICE. I double click it to get into the subfolder and then mark it, copy it to the clipboard buffer with Control C, and then insert it in front as a prefix to the file name with Control V, followed by a backslash separator. And now I'm ready to copy the whole thing to the clipboard buffer.
You're organizing and file methodically. Once you've added the subfolder path as a prefix to your file name, you'll be all set to save.
Right, and now I want to select plus new, and then click folder upload to also copy to the to the cloud.
Exactly.
Exactly, developing a method for backup and recovery, not only on the computer locally but also on the cloud.
That's a smart approach. Having backups both locally and in the cloud gives you multiple layers of protection.
Except that it didn't work well, so I have to repeat it again because Google wanted to force me to press the tab with my finger instead of just clicking enter, so as to verify that I'm human and I'm not a chatbot, which is quite annoying, but what can I do?
I hear you.
Yeah, it's a major hustle because Google is trying to deter people from using bots and automate this process. They want to force people to work manually, which is annoying.
It can definitely feel that way sometimes. Those extra steps to prevent automation can be frustrating.
So I have to press the upload button once and press the upload button twice, select keep both folders and click the upload button for the third time, and then I get the message 1 of 1. So let's summarize it. What happened so far? Yes, and now that I've gone so far, I want also to stop Pixar problem step recorder and save it so it doesn't get excessively long. So I press the stop and review button and I hope that it won't crash. Then it gives me a chance to press the save button and I hope that it will let me save the new file without causing me any more problems.
Fingers crossed it saves without any issues. Stopping the step recorder now should keep it manageable. Let's hope for a smooth save.
Yes, now I'm deleting the portion that contains the path because it's going to be a new path as I proceed, which is the path of psar.txt instead of the path that includes the file name. Here is when I want to add the current time as 2.44, meaning 2 o'clock and 44 minutes.
Just FYI, there's a monthly usage limit for 1-800-CHAT-GPT, and you're getting close to reaching it. You have about 5 minutes remaining this month. To talk for longer, download the ChatGPT app at chatgpt.com/download. I saved it, and now I'm ready to look at the file name with the following.
Okay, I save it to the Pixar1 subfolder.
Great. Saving it to the PSR1 subfolder should keep things organized.
And it's not a text file, so I have to remember to go back and delete the .txt extension, otherwise it will confuse and refuse to save it. I click the save button, then I click review additional details to see how many steps was that. That was 178 steps. And I'm starting a new recording. As I'm wrapping everything up, I'm going to, first of all, delete the email that suggested the number will expire because I didn't activate the account sufficiently, so I can delete it, and by that get to an ending point. Then I want to check the video files. I'm going to stop the recording on the